Folks, welcome back to the Feroz Moto channel. Today I'm going to talk about something that's been very passionate on my end, looking for another platform to potentially track and do the world of motorsports. And I think the whole idea of now a budget platform, budget track car, it's been very difficult to get even budget anything. I think with the boom of COVID and the aftermarket prices just going completely out of control, what you used to get for cars way back then before COVID and now is kind of ridiculous. I think it's borderline impossible to get a good shell at a decent price without having to dump, an extra $2,000–3,000 to get it where you need to be. And I think it is really disappointing in some ways because it's just so much harder to now get into this sport. Platforms I was recommending and did a lot of research for was, of course, Miata, as Miata is always the answer. You want a lightweight rear-wheel drive car to go out there and drive, but with how I am in the Northeast and the market of what cars are out there now, they are just so clapped, so shot, and the ones that are nice, you're spending a good, I want to say $7K plus for anything. And back then people were dropping hundreds of bucks on Miatas. Now you're dropping $7,000 for a car with, to their benefit, not a lot of horsepower, but for what you get for the money nowadays is kind of ridiculous. And like I said with my last video, getting the car, signing for track days, that's just the most upfront cost that you get in this hobby. All this stuff to kind of get it comfortable and actually competitive in that aspect, it's different. And one argument I hear is just, sign up for autocross, events are cheaper. With how it is in the Northeast, I know other areas of the country are different. An autocross event's like $100. That's a lot of money for like 6 minutes of seat time, if that. I know that the sport's kind of getting way harder as it is in the Northeast, as expensive it is to get insurance and actually get approval to work on these events, but it's just not really satisfying, in my opinion, to go out there as a newbie to figure out what you're doing. A lot of these guys are old heads too. They don't really, I want to say, have the most appreciation for new guys going in there. Thankfully, the one group I went with, what I learned with, were great. Motorsports Northeast, awesome guys, but other groups have not had that same level of care and actual, motivation to keep us to keep going and share that love for the sport. But personally, I think HPDEs, high performance driving events, and actual going out there to drive a car is way more beneficial for money per dollar. I think you actually get to go out there and enjoy your car at its most point. But when it comes to actually getting the car to do that, it's really difficult. And I know everyone who go out there and they always argue that you can take any car, just get some pads, fluids, and you're good to go. But that is just the bare minimum to get you out there safe and have a good time. And for most people, I find out that that actually seems to be enough. Not everyone's as crazy as me to do, 5-6 events in their dual duty car. And that's just how it is. I think the stat comes out to being, less than 1% of drivers actually track their cars. So I think it comes down to a thing of just driving in general. But coming back to what we're talking about with track cars, I think it's just impossible to get something good anymore unless you're really lucky and have money in hand and ready to jump. You could argue that this was always the case, but it's just not a lot of platforms out there that haven't been kind of taxed and taken over. I think Miata, as I said before, I was really big on E36s, BMWs, like 3 Series, 328 or 330. M3s, I can't find a clean one under like 15. And if that, you're still buying a rust bucket with 200,000 miles. So I think that era of, getting something before it's hot is kind of over. S2000s are super overpriced. E46s are fine, but I've always found them clapped or rusted out. So it's just really tough. I think another car too is Honda Fits. You see them all over, but I think those are just really, really boring. I understand that, the chassis rigidity and everything's fun in the straight or in the turns, but once you go in a straight or anything, it is just not going to be fun for anybody. So I just want to hear your thoughts on possible platforms for you guys to learn and track on. Just my 2 cents with anything. I think every platform has its limitations and problems. I don't think there's anything I can really just buy and button up and get out there. You could argue for, like the G series and everything, you don't have to do much to get them out there and have a good time on track. But that being said, this car is so expensive to actually purchase. The barrier to entry to get there with the modern amenities and everything, it is kind of an issue. So I think in some cases with the money you're putting in, you don't want to sink your loss in something that you don't think is deemed worth it. Always buy the right car, never kind of be super nervous and jumpy to get into something that you're not going to be happy with, of course. And I think there's tons of platforms out there to give a shot, but I just think that with the supply and demand of how it is, especially with other spec classes and other racing, it's super hard to find them that are going to get into the right spot at a reasonable price. So that's just my opinion. I've been scouring Facebook Marketplace like crazy, I'm sure as you guys do in my viewing, but it's just super hard to find good deals anymore. So just my 2 cents on the topic. If you guys have anything you want to let me know or add down below, we can have a conversation in the comments. If you like this content, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Feroz Moto signing off. See you guys. Bye.